Hello there everyone! Your fluffy armchair Admiral Latter is back with some more hot ship action. In today's episode, we are going to go back to Naval Academy to finish off some of the missions that we still have to complete. And today's missions will be called Cruisers Needed. We will focus on building some cruisers, we will focus on some cruiser action. Because it seems to be the most balanced and interesting. It is a little bit spicy, because obviously if you have to face enemy battleship, you are pretty much one shot, one kill. While on the other hand, it does have these pretty small or relatively small gun calibers that can't do much damage unless they hit superstructure. So you need to rely on different types of armament, on maneuvering, on speed rather than heavy armor that will just survive anything that can hit it. So we will go with a Cruisers Needed mission. And our task is to defend friendly battleship that is being chased by enemy super battleship. We can build either heavy cruiser, light cruiser, or a battle cruiser. Enemy fleet will consist of one battleship, and ally fleet will consist of one battleship. However, enemy will never retreat, and his goal is to sink that one battleship that we have. So, I will boost my technology in order to get as much from my ship as possible, and I will perhaps build a large cruiser or maybe heavy cruiser or maybe light cruisers. I can build up to 30. That gives me an idea, in fact. Right, the enemy battleship will operate alone, so I can build a ton, and I mean it, a ton, of a very small... Yeah. I'm not sure if I should waste my space for Generation 2 radar, but I will take 23-inch torpedoes. I will take a lot of those torpedoes. I will take Lyddite 2, because why not? Standard propellant. Standard, or perhaps, yeah, super heavy shells with standard ammunition load. Some basic protection from the enemy to eventually mitigate some damage that I may sustain. Oh, I don't need shafts. Perhaps diesel 2, oil fuel, induced boilers, speed of like 35 knots. And let's see what I can build. Right, modern tower. Secondary tower, let's say, oh, this one will be a little bit of overkill, but I can still fit torpedo tubes if I remember correctly, yeah. Right, for a light cruiser I need 6-inch guns on a double turret chassis, perhaps. Right. Let's see. I can move the whole towers slightly to the front. I can eventually do it like that. So I got enough guns. Build 8 light cruisers, which is more than enough. Get me some torpedo launchers, please. So, triple torpedo launchers, and perhaps if I could just put them here, they would do the job. Here we go. Let's just turn them around so they will at least look nice. Right, I don't need a lot of secondary guns. I need nice funnel, or in fact 2 of them. There we go. That looks nice. Ship is a little bit overweight, but I am going to fix that really soon. So I can get 6 of those cruisers. What is torpedo range? Surface visibility. Okay. So 4 kilometer. Okay. What is torpedo range? Okay, that is... Okay, torpedo range is 9.7 kilometers. So it's not bad. It's pretty good, in fact. I got 6-inch guns and pretty decent... Well, I don't have too much protection, in fact. So it will be a very tough mission. But I got lyddite too. So I am going with a heavy fire setup. I will take some extra guns just for the visuals, that my ship can look awesome. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice. Fantastic. So let's now get some all or nothing armor scheme. That's fantastic. Now we can perhaps slow down a little bit with our ship. Oh yeah, if I will make my ship any longer, that won't work. In fact, yeah, this change almost broke my ship. I don't want that to happen. So I can't go with that much reinforced bulkheads. I need to slow down a little bit. 32.5 knots seems to be okay. Some of my guns have poor sector of fire. Yes, that is because this gun is too far to the back. I can in fact push it forward a little bit. There we go. It is now better. We do have a little bit rear offset, but I can deal with it. Main guns 6-inch. They look pretty nice. They will work pretty nice, hopefully. Right, we got medium range, which is locked, and standard bulkheads, which is not the biggest, but those light cruisers should be sufficient to take out that enemy battleship. We will have to maneuver a lot to make sure that enemy won't be able to hit us, but we got lyddite loaded, so we might eventually throw some HE shells on the enemy and try to burn them down, perhaps. We'll see how it works. Right, let's begin the mission. And as the mission loads, I would like to remind you to hit that subscribe button. Also, give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share your comments down below. Right, so we got one Italian battleship that is going to help us, and 6 light cruisers that needs to defeat one enemy battleship. So let's begin from taking a couple of more pot shots on the enemy. We've begun engaged. Let's send our cruisers into the action. And now all we have to do is wait. Let's have a look at the enemy. Yeah, we started approximately 12 kilometers away from the enemy, 12.5 to be exact. And I have to admit, this battleship looks really, really scary. I believe it might be equipped with like 17-inch guns, 16, 17, something like that. That's a really high caliber. If we get hit by that, I'm afraid Sole de Oro might not survive that. Right, first salvo is in our way. Oh, that looks so scary. Oh my goodness, if that hits. If that hits. Oof. Wow, that was surprisingly bad. We managed to survive first shot though. Right. Let's switch to HE and perhaps start some fires. Because our 14-inch guns are definitely not enough to compete with 17-inch guns of enemy ship. So starting some extra fires and causing some extra damage to the superstructure might be our chance. We are on fire ourselves, and that is not good. Hopefully we won't sink before our cruisers join the action. Anyway, we managed to start some fires with our first salvo, and it looks pretty decent. So let's hope that we will keep it that way until our light cruisers will catch up. Another salvo out, and our cruisers are still far away. If we get sunk by this salvo, it will be very unfortunate. And okay, it's just a secondary gun that got damaged. So we are good for now. Another 2 to 3 minutes before enemy will reload. Or at least 2 to 3 minutes in-game time, because obviously we will probably speed things up in a minute. Okay, we are doing some damage, so it is going somewhere. We are going forward with it, but I am taking a lot of risk by keeping my battleship in active engagement instead of like falling back to my cruisers. However, on the other hand, if I will break up the engagement with enemy battleship, it might get well, it might notice my light cruisers and put some attention to actually destroying them. So I need to keep relatively mediocre distance from the enemy. I need to be far away for him to make it harder to hit me, and close enough to eventually be able to hit the enemy in retaliation. For now, I will keep engaging him. Okay, so far so good. Enemy keeps missing his shots. However, we can't hit him as well because we do maneuver a lot. Okay, my cruisers managed to catch up a little bit, which is very, very good. Okay, how do we proceed from now? Right. Let's return to active engagement with the enemy, and hopefully it won't end up in a massive disaster. We got hit a few times, but we managed to catch up, and it appears that enemy might have been switching its attention towards one of the cruisers. So yeah, let's turn into the enemy. Let's switch my ammunition to automatic, and now I can perhaps manage my cruisers. So I'm still too far away to perform a reasonable or reliable torpedo attack. I definitely, yeah, I'm definitely not in a position. So let's try use smoke screen right now. That would be a waste. Perhaps, yeah, let's detach all of them. If I would just press that smoke screen, every single cruiser in that group would just deploy a smoke screen, and they can't repeat that for next 5 minutes. There's only one enemy, so he can't focus on more than two of my ships at the same time, because every ship can focus his primary and secondary guns on me. I'm not counting torpedoes into this, to all of this, because torpedoes are quite separate armament. It's like a fire and forget weapon, so it's not a big deal to actually avoid torpedo hits, especially in light cruiser. If I can spot them, I should be alright. Right, enemy battleship seems to have switched his attention back towards my battleship. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad for me. We'll find out really soon. Right, we need to push harder on the enemy. We need to get closer to be able to perform that torpedo attack. Right, so let's give the orders. Okay, everything is sorted, and now we can observe the battle. Right, so we managed to identify enemy battleship. It's called Invincible. Quite correct name, I'd say. And quite scary name. Right, we are scoring some hits, but really penetrate the armor. It can reach maximum of 30 knots. Maximum armor is 18.8 inch. It's not that thick. I've seen worse. Should be able to go through it, even with 14-inch guns. 18-inch of armor. Yeah, I perhaps could do that at the range of like 12 kilometers. I'd say I should be able to go through this armor. Anyway, at this moment, yeah, none of my cruisers is able to penetrate that, so all we can do is to send as much HE shells as we can, which AI is doing perfectly fine, and hopefully that will cause a lot of fires on board of Invincible. If we can burn him down, that would solve the problem, isn't it? We did that in the past. Oh, that dear. Yeah, that is too much. If I won't fall back right now, I'm afraid that this will be the end of this battle. Yeah, I can't keep pushing, do I? Or can I? Second thoughts. Where are cruisers? They are too far away. Quick decision. Yeah, let's move them forward. Let's send them across. And what I'm gonna do is to order Solid Oro to just turn away in order to drag the enemy into the course of those light cruisers. So they will eventually intercept enemy battleship as he's trying to chase my battleship. If that will work, I can eventually send some torpedoes towards Invincible and perhaps damage her or slow her down, and eventually finish her off with more torpedoes. Right, finally Invincible seems to have noticed approaching cruisers, There is some fire coming towards Vesuvio and one other light cruiser. Okay. It doesn't look good for Sole d'Oro. I'm really afraid that next salvo might be the last one. Oh dear, that was a huge mistake to actually go and rush into enemy. I might have overdone it. Basilicata is heavily damaged. She is pretty much taking on water. Perhaps some of those secondaries caused floodings, because for most of the time, Invincible is firing her main guns at Sole d'Oro. Oh dear, that is not good. Sole d'Oro is going down. Vesuvio, I need your torpedoes. I really need those torpedoes to be fired right about now. Come on. Oh, I hate that. I hate that when I select... Oh, there they are. Torpedoes in the water. Hopefully we will hit at least one of those torpedoes, and let's hope that we will damage enemy's engine. If we can do that, we might be able to stop it from killing Sole d'Oro. Because right now, situation looks really critical. Right, Alberto Di Giussano needs to intercept. We need to get in front of that enemy battleship and force him to change the course. Oh dear, and that's Vesuvio gone. Well, at least she managed to fire her torpedoes. So let's be positive. Maybe those will hit, and perhaps we can turn the tide on this battle. It doesn't look bad, but it's definitely not good. Right, Alberto Di Giussano is getting closer, and she is being focused by secondaries. Oh dear. Even though I deployed that smoke screen, I'm still being hit by those secondaries. Look how accurate they are. I just can't believe it. Whenever I am building a battleship and I put some secondaries on, they can't hit anything. While when my light cruisers are under fire from enemy battleship, that seems to have laser accuracy. Look at this. Pretty much every salvo ends up with a hit. And Alberto Di Giussano, did you fire your torpedoes? Wow, that was unexpected. I am not going to lie. Wow, that was very, very lucky. I can't believe in this. Well, we won. We somehow won, which is good. I don't know what to say, really. It's like Christmas. Yep. Eventually, I managed to turn the tide on this battle. It was a pure lag, though, because my battleship was heavily crippled, and it was my mistake to send it further into action. So yeah, if that wouldn't happen, if I wouldn't hit that torpedo and blow up the magazines, I would have lost. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new uploads, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later, out.